Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I'm Sonny, and today we're going to rank the top 5 most loyal signs of the Zodiac according to their sun sign. Oh, excuse me. Everybody got that? Now, before we begin, just to let you guys know if you're new to the channel, I write all this stuff down beforehand and then I read it off the list and tell you guys. Alright, here we go. In addition to that, this is a pretty long video. This list today, it took me a while to come up with this list, and I had the SunnySiders help me. There's a bit of astrology in here. It's why the chart is up today. I'm going to explain some astrological concepts to you guys and how we came up with some of the ideas. And that's the action. Oh, here we go. This is a long video, so I actually split it into 2. We're going to do the first half of the list in this video, and then the second half in the next video. I hope you enjoy it, and here we go. Now, before we begin, I just want to remind everyone that although this video is supposed to be fun and educational, it's highly subjective. It's not really that subjective, it's astrological. And this video is mostly sun sign based, so please take everything with a grain of salt and leave your comments in the comments section. Unless you want to write it on the sidewalk or something. Okay. In addition to all of that, I am a professional astrologer who used to write the horoscopes for a bunch of the newspapers up here in Canada. And I still do private readings using Skype and Google Hangouts and Zoom, and I do tons of live mini tarot and mini astrology readings right here on the channel, right, for you guys during the live streams in the evenings, right? So if you're looking for a private reading, just hit the PayPal link in the description box below, and I'll get back to you and set it up as soon as possible. Finally, we have a really cool app here called the SunnySide Astrology that has some cool horoscopes and tarot readings and a bunch of videos. In addition to my videos, there are a bunch of other SunnySiders on the app as well. And it's all free. Just hit the link in the description box for iPhone or Android. There's also a fun Facebook group if you guys are interested in that. There's also some cool t-shirts and hoodies, and if you'd like to support the channel. Anyways, the links are in the description box. All right, enough business. Let's get down to it. Okay, so here we go. Who's the most loyal Zodiac sign? That's a good question, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, actually, this list was recommended. One of the SunnySiders left a comment recommending that we attempt this list. All right, now here we go. This list was difficult because although there is technically a celestial orb, hint, hint, celestial orb, that mildly hints at loyalty, it's not really as clear-cut as, let's say, well, Pluto is the planet of power, or Jupiter is the planet of luck, Venus, planet of beauty, etc. But when looking for loyalty, when combining charts in relationship astrology, experienced astrologers use something completely different. And the sign that represents that celestial orb is super famous for being one of the biggest run and hide signs of all time. With a but. So, we'll have to look at those guys later, right? Finally, this list boils down to some of the finer and more intricate parts of astrology involving the houses and the axes that they represent. And once again, we'll address all of that at the appropriate time, and it's the reason why I have the chart up behind me. All right, seriously, whatever, man. Sonny, I just want to know if she's going to sleep with me without telling her boyfriend. Yeah, I know, my man. I get it. I've been an astrologer a long time, and I already know that. But, to let you guys know, cheating in relationships is completely different than being loyal, astrologically anyways. And that's where things get a little dicey here. Oh, I'm holding water in my hands, right? It's okay, here we go. Excuse me. All right, so here we go. So let me get back to here. Cheating in relationships, it really is completely different than being loyal. And although that's really easy to spot in an individual's chart, it's not really what we're talking about here today. Nor is it the ability to absorb a lot of abuse, right? We're not talking about that either. Although many of the guys on this list can really weather a full-on blah, blah, blah storm and still come out by your side, which is kind of the point of today's list anyways. Next, contrary to what many people are both asking me and, of course, hoping that I'll say, astrology isn't really being born with a blind devotion to any random anything. Right? That's what people... Okay, so let's continue. For the most part, we're all human. Except maybe Pisces, right? And anyways, that gives us the chance to stay or go. It doesn't mean you're going to fall into blind devotion with just any wiggling member of the Johnson family, right? And it doesn't mean you're devoting your life to ground and pound with a little night out for every once in a while for some romance. Astrology just doesn't work like that. And neither do people. Anyways, you have to be loyal to something. All right, that's the deal. Loyal to something. In other words, if you don't have full-on rock star game, then don't expect her to sell the farm just to buy tickets to your lame-ass show. Seriously, playa. And for the record, if you don't know already, she's already been to a better show. She just wants you to make her laugh every once in a while. All right, whatever. Okay, here we go. Okay, once again, I've decided to chop the list into 2 videos. There are a lot of new astrological concept for you guys, and the video's too long, so here's part 1, blah, 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 blah. All right, here we go. Here we go. First up, number 5, numero 5 on the list today is the most possessive sign of the zodiac. Now I gotta tell you guys, a lot of SunnySiders said this. I wanted them on the list, I wanted them off the list, and there's a reason why they're on the list. There's a reason why everyone's here. Whatever. Number 5 on the list today is the most possessive sign of the zodiac, and I'm not talking about possessing you like spirits, right? Okay. They're calm unless you get them angry. A little stubborn, right? They're definitely stubborn. They're also ruled by Venus, so they have a wonderful aesthetic awareness. They can be very hardworking when they want to, but once again, they're ruled by Venus, and that Venus energy can make them a little lazy at times. And that is number 5, Little Miss Muscles, Taurus. Oh yeah, here you go, and I'll show you why. In astrology, right here on the chart, we have a couple of these axes right here, and they flow right across the chart like this. This is Taurus down here. This is Scorpio up here. And this is the axis of stuff. All right, for a better word, whatever. It's the axis of stuff. Now, there are 6 different axes on here, right? It clicks around to every sign, and it... Anyways, I'll try and keep it simple right now. So this is the axis of stuff. Now, in addition to that, the zodiac gets split in half right down the center. This is east, this is west, but, okay, this is up. Believe it or not, that's up, and this is down, the other side of the earth. I know, whatever. But in addition to that, these are the me guys, and these are the we guys. Believe it or not, that's how it works. Aries, I am. Libra, we are. Guys, got it? That's how it works. Now, Taurus represents Taurus. The axis between Taurus and Scorpio is stuff. Taurus is my stuff. It's my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. And Scorpio is your stuff. Or better off, it's our stuff. Guys, got that? That's the action for right now. Let's get back to Taurus. Okay, here we go. This is the axis of stuff. It runs from the 2nd house to the 8th house, right? Taurus is the 2nd house, Scorpio is the 8th house. Now, if you divide this zodiac in half from top to bottom, on the left side we have the me guys, on the right side we have the we guys. Taurus rules the 2nd house in the east, which is your stuff. And believe it or not, Taurus considers everything within their domain their stuff. They really do. They are the most possessive sign of the zodiac. Now, keep in mind, Leo way down here, Leo also considers everything their stuff. They really do. But the difference between them is Taurus works hard for their things, and they're not quick to give them up. Once again, Taurus is the most possessive sign of the zodiac. Whereas, and don't get me wrong, Leos can work very hard for their stuff as well. I mean, Leo is a hard-working sign. But for the most part, Leos have a sense of entitlement, and they kind of expect it to give their stuff to you anyways. And they're just as quick to let it go. All right, that's the heads up here. So you see, Taurus makes the list today for some very simple astrological reasons. They are a stubborn, fixed sign who are very possessive about their things. They may take their time, yeah, obviously, but when they finally commit, they ain't letting go without a fight, which means your drunk ass can sit on the couch and play video games all day long and she won't say boo, unless you get too expensive, right? If you get too expensive, this is money. This is not only my stuff, this is also your money. Okay, so Taurus is not going to let you mess with her money. And if you do, then it's boogie time for a protein princess, just to let you know. Number 5, numeral sanct, to kick off today's list. The number 5 most loyal sign of the zodiac, and they're probably doing it because it's their stuff and they like to take care of their stuff, and you're considered their stuff, Taurus. All right, here we go. Let's settle into a groove, Sonny. All right, let's do it, man. All right. Oh, man. So this is where the list gets a little sketchy. I wrote the list in parts, right? And anyways, let's read what I said. Okay, next. Number 4 on today's list was originally listed as an honorable mention. Okay, that's the deal. But the more I did the math, the more things began to add up. So these guys were an honorable mention, but it was tough to keep them off the actual list. And remember, I'm going to have to knock someone off to put these guys on. Now, here we go. Now, I'm not sure if that's a positive or a negative, okay? Once again, the math didn't add up, and I'm not sure it's a positive or negative, but then I thought of some of these things that they said to me over the years. It's like, Sonny, just because I slept with his best friend doesn't mean I don't love my boyfriend and we're going to break up. Okay, that one cramped my brain a little. All right, fair enough. But nevertheless, even though that seems like the opposite of loyal, or some of the things like, Sonny, you don't know what it's like to be this pretty. You perform in the pit with the band under the stage. No one ever sees you anyways. All right, those are all good points. I have to confess, those are all good points. And, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. These guys cannot possibly rank number 4. Just for those things alone. Back to honorable mention. These guys are not quite strong enough to knock off number 4. So that's our first honorable mention today, and that's Libra. Okay, and here's why. Here's why Libra almost made the list. Check this out. So this is me, right? And this is the axis of me and we. Libra is a we sign. They're actually the most we sign of the entire zodiac. They are the sign of togetherness. They are. Okay, I'll read you what I wrote so that I'm not overly redundant. Libra is in the me, we axes. Aries is me, Libra is we. And as a quick note to everyone, okay, everyone knew Aries wasn't going to make the list today, right? Seriously. I mean, Lancelot did sleep with Guinevere. So play up, please. Under the bridge, back under the bridge you go. No, Libra represents we. They are the sign of togetherness. They are the sign of partnerships. And they represent the house of legal unions. They really do. And believe it or not, they also represent the house of open enemies. This is one of the reasons, along with their brilliant intellect, that makes them amazing lawyers and master debaters. Libra is also one of the signs that will almost never break up with you. And they will always stay friends with their exes. And like I always say, Libra is only as single as they want to be. But Libra is one of the fastest signs to friend zone you by far and away. And unlike Aquarius, who actually wants to be your friend, right? Aquarius is the sign of friends. Aquarius is up here, for those who don't know. Aqua is the sign of friends. All right. Libra is the sign of partnerships. Aqua's friends. Okay. Unlike Aquarius, who actually wants to be your friend, like Aries, Libras are mercs. They are cardinal energy. They do whatever they want and know well in advance. These guys are smart, sexy, dangerous, and ultimately, they're playing on their own team. Like, seriously. Okay. Geez, Sonny, why do you always have to be such a hard ass? A girl just has to look out for herself sometimes, you know? I know. That's the reason. Sorry, guys. No Libra today. That was a tough one. I really debated that, because these guys, when you think about it, we're the most loyal signs. We really are talking about the ride or die guys, and that's these guys right here. These are the ride or die. Okay, well, whatever. I'm giving it away. I'm giving it away. All right, let's get back to the real number 4. This is a long video. Remember, everyone, to share the video with your friends. And if you don't have any friends, share it with your enemies. And if you like it, then give it a thumbs up. Also, please donate to the channel using the PayPal link in the description box. And tune in to one of the live streams if you'd like a mini astrology reading, or tarot reading. Okay, whatever. Next, number 4 on the list today is a super critical, super analytical, super sneaky sometimes, but always fun, really, really smart, and definitely talented earth sign. Now, these guys are also called the sign of service, and that's number 4, Virgo. Guys got that? Now, personally, I don't like the term sign of service, right? That doesn't really resonate very well with me. But the axis that runs from the 6th to the 12th house, right? This is Virgo here. This is Pisces over here. This axis right here, in addition to being this axis of health, right? This is your physical health, and this is your mental health over here. All right, so what are we saying? Okay, it's considered the axis of health. And believe it or not, it's also the axis of service to others. And obviously, Virgo rules the 6th house. Seriously, you guys should know that already. Look, there's a picture of it. It's on the internet. It's got to be true. So what does that mean? Okay, first, chill. The 6th house of the Zodiac is one of the more difficult houses to understand. I know, people always say that they have trouble with understanding the 12th, right? I get it, but that's because, well, people make a lot of stuff up. They extrapolate a lot of misinformation based on frou-frou assumptions, blah, blah, blah. Circle of life, Hakuna Matata, kicking the happy sacks. But make no mistakes, the 6th is just as difficult. The 6th, for those who don't know, the 6th, 8th, and 12th houses of the Zodiac are all places where you can find death, dishonesty, and disease in your chart. And Virgos cause all of them. Okay, no, whatever, man. Okay, whatever. I'm just joking. Chill out. Now, when I see a stacked 6th house down here, obviously it depends on the planets, right? But I usually say someone is health conscious. Maybe they're a workaholic. Maybe maybe they work in the health industry as a nurse or a doctor or a physical therapist or a personal trainer. Maybe they have a tendency to always stay busy, or they like to plan their days. Or on the downside, okay, that's on the upside. On the downside, they might have a lifelong illness. Not just the 6th house, 8th house. Venus in the 8th house can be someone who's has a long time illness. Mars in the 12th house, cheating in relationships. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. All right, whatever. All right, lifelong illness. Or if a couple of particular planets there interact with planets elsewhere in the charts, it can bring death to people or events around them. All right, just watch the live stream. I predict this stuff all the time. Anyways, none of this has to do with either service or being loyal. Unless, of course, you kick in that the... unless, of course... What did I write? Maybe if you kick in that the 6th house is also the house of small and fiercely loyal pets. But that's kind of stretching a little bit. Actually, this is the house of small pets, just to let you know. It's really cute. Smaller than your waist. Now, the 6th house is also what you do every day. But it's also taking care of others. Guys, got that? If you have the moon in the 6th house, then you can bet you'll spend your life taking care of other people, whether they're sick or just trying to take advantage of you, right? It's not always when they're sick. It's taking advantage of you as well. Some of you will make it your life's work. And again, it's not like Libra. Libra does things kind of for their own self-interest, like they're doing it on purpose. It's different. Libra's a cardinal sign, so they're activating it. Where Virgo is a mutable sign, so they're kind of going with the flow, letting it happen around them. It's very changeable. It's a little bit different. Anyways, once again, Libra does things for their own self-interest, albeit in a twisted, let's do it together and wear the same clothes while we're doing it kind of way, obviously. Whereas Virgo does it out of a sense of duty and obviously, yes, loyalty. Once again, Virgo rules the 6th house. They are the sign of service. No, they are not lackeys in any sense of the word, but they are here to help. They're also fitness freaks, right? Which is always good in my book. So be nice to your be nice to your Virgo. They're looking out for you, and you probably don't even know it. You guys got that? Number 4, Virgo. All right, 3 more signs to go, 2 honorable mentions. Once again, this video is way too long. Try watching it on 1.5 times the speed. Sometimes that helps. Anyways, we're going to make another video. Here we go. Next, number 3. This is the last one on the list today, and this one is easy. So, just a takeaway before we move on. This is the me side of the zodiac. This is the we side of the zodiac. Loyalty in my book is ride or die. That's the point. There are a lot of guys who are loyal to you up until a point, and then they're like, whatever, man, I'm on the boogie train. Or they're like, oh, you hear it all the time, I'm loyal to that guy unless he does something like this. That's not really loyal. That's kind of being a merc and being in it for something. I'm loyal to that guy until he stops paying. Well, okay, what do you call that? All right, so the guys on the Make the List today, and especially the guys towards the top of the list, they're with you no matter what. And that's the deal with the list today. So that's obviously why Aries doesn't make the list. It's why Libra didn't make the list, even though Libra really is a loyal sign, but not more loyal than Virgo, not more loyal than Taurus. Guys, got that? That's why, and we'll talk about this in another video, okay, whatever, I can't give it all away. We'll leave it for the next video. Number 3. Last sign on our list today actually has a reputation for being a loyal sign. I figure some of them would be, right? Sure, they bitch and complain, but they always have your back, even when you let them down. Right, now here's where things get sketchy. This entire list is sketchy because there are pros and cons. Like, once again, you're going to see when we do the astrology in the next video that some of the signs, like if we hit something in the 12th, like that's cheating in relationship. This is abuse in relationship. Mars in the 8th house can signal sexual abuse in a relationship. Libra, Venus in Libra, that seems good, right? Or Venus not in Libra, Venus in the 7th house. You would think that's really good. That's almost guaranteed to have cheating in your relationship. Or Jupiter in the 7th house. You're, well, oh, I'm lucky in marriage. Oh, really? That means multiple marriages. Jupiter, lots, many, 7th house, committed relationships, partnerships. You can't be married multiple marriages without getting divorced. Think about it. Whatever, man. Let's move on. All right. Number 3 on our list today actually has a reputation for being a loyal sign. Sure, they bitch and complain, but they always have your back, even when you let them down. To a point. They're not the number 1 list. It's only number 1 today. It's number 3. Still, they got you. And even when they let go, right? Even when they let go, they'll probably stalk you for the rest of your life. Seriously. If only to enact their own version of revenge, which comically includes hurting themselves in the process. And that's number 3. Obviously, on the axis for today, Scorpio. All right, here we go. Now, Scorpio is probably the most famous ride or die sign of the zodiac. Sure, sign 1 and 2 take a lot more abuse and still keep going. But 1 and 2 are also some of the biggest flakes on the zodiac, whereas Scorpio's always riding shotgun when it's time to roll. And in fact, if truth be told, Scorpio isn't only ride and die, they're probably the reason you're getting pulled over in the first place. Just saying. It's probably true. Okay, whatever. Like I said earlier, Scorpio, all right, Scorpio's over there. Scorpio is on the we side of the zodiac. And it's the stuff axis. It's your or our stuff. All right. Okay, here we go. Like I said earlier, Scorpio's on the wee side of the zodiac, and they rule the 8th house, which along with death, taxes, and obviously the occasional STD, is also the house of shared resources. Scorpios are flat out programmed to take care of you and your stuff. They're one of the most responsible signs of the zodiac, and obviously, like Virgo, and I guess to Taurus to some extent, they are definitely here for you. Now, the average Scorpio doesn't seek attention, although everyone is secretly looking at them. They're not trying to steal your job, although everyone secretly wants to hire them. And they're definitely not trying to steal your girl, because she probably already slept with him before you met, and no one is saying anything because he won't do it again. And they're all being loyal to you and your feelings. Seriously. Anyways, Scorpio is a caring and empathic water sign. They're all empathic signs are all water signs are empathic. Not all empaths are water signs, but all water signs are empathic. Even though they're clueless sometimes. Anyways, Scorpio is a caring and empathic water sign that has the discipline, dedication, and desire to stick with you through the ups and downs, through the thick and thin, and through the better or worse. Whether you're actually together, now check this out, whether you're actually together or you broke up years ago and they still call you on your birthday because they never get over you, or they conveniently bump into you at the coffee shop to see if you're still single, which of course you're not, because Scorpios are notorious for dating out of their league and screwing it up. But whatever, you guys know Scorpios can be creepy. You guys knew Scorpios could be creepy long before you heard this, right? Or before you got involved. But as crazy as Scorpios sound, now here we go. As crazy as Scorpios sound, they're not even remotely crazy. They're like going to seem almost normal, or maybe heartbroken or something, or loyal compared to the cuckoo, goofy bananas of the top signs on the list today. No, seriously. Anyways, Scorpios sound, as crazy as Scorpios sound, they have nothing on the lengths that the top 2 signs will go to remain by your side. And this includes, right, the top signs include, they do things to stay loyal like sabotage, public displays of insanity, mental banananess, calling your mom or your workplace, and believe it or not, even sleeping with your best friend to show you how much they love you. Although truthfully, they might have borrowed that from another sign as well. But you have to wait until the next video to find out who they are. As for today, the number 3 most loyal sign of the zodiac is Scorpio. Here we go, and that's the action, guys. I hope everyone had fun today, and maybe even learned a thing or two about astrology. Please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Share the videos and with your friends if you can. And please donate to the channel with the PayPal link in the description box below. And whenever you need a personal reading, hit the PayPal link and I'll get in touch with you and you'll set it up. And with that, from TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone, let's just do a quick recap. So far, the top 5 most loyal signs of the zodiac starts off with Taurus. Obviously, Taurus is a loyal sign. Although I know a lot of Tauruses who cheated in relationships. But as we've learned from some of the guys, don't consider cheating in relationships disloyal. Whatever. My list, I think that it is. Then we have, Taurus, definitely Virgo, because Virgo is the sign, one of the signs of servitude. And, the 6th house is a sign of taking care of other people. So Taurus, Virgo, Libra gets an honorable mention because it's hard to keep Libra off the list, although Libra's concept of loyalty is kind of loose. I gotta say, it's a little loose. And finally, number 3 today is definitely Scorpio. You would think Scorpio would rank higher, but the top 2 signs on the list today are extremely clingy, and they don't let go no matter what. And that's the action. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the best of a super beautiful day. And I'll see you guys soon.